And let me say this because of time. The areas, for those who have not yet understand me, the areas you will focus on your prayers, the prayers of your communion with God or your fellowship with God, that is closeness with God. The areas you will focus your prayers. One is the areas of prayer of the will of God. Somebody say prayer of the will of God. If you have something, you can write it down. I discover in life, the success of your prayer determines the will of God over your life you know about. Is somebody hearing me? The success of your prayer, what determines the speed of your prayer, determines the level of the will of God you know concerning your life. There was a time we are doing something. Somebody asked me, how will I know the will of God? Do you know? The response I can give to that person, pray and find the will of God. The way men, the Bible said, we that have founded a good wife. How did they say it? Obtain what? From who? From God. The same way men find their wife to obtain mercy. That is the same way men through prayer find the will of God. So the will of God is not what I can tell you this is the will of God. Everybody have to find it on themselves. The way men search for wife, that is the same men, that is the same way men that are praying to search the will of God. So anytime you discover a particular will of God concerning you, anytime you kneel down and pray, before 24 hours you will see the result of that prayer. I'm telling you the truth. Because you know, faith is the greatest thing. Are you hearing me? Are you still with me?
Yes, sir.
If you are with me, wave your hands. I hope you know faith is the greatest thing in the spirit. In fact, through faith that we have salvation today. Am I right?
Yes, sir.
So faith is the greatest weapon in the spirit. I can tell you, there are things God can never say no when he stands before him. One is the mercy. Two is the faith of a man. So when God have mercy upon you, he will do anything beyond your limitation. When you have faith, you can resist things. But I can tell you, there is only one thing that is greater than faith. You see that of faith? Jesus said that ye that have faith can move what? Mountain. But there is only one thing that is greater than faith. What is that? The will of God. Will of God is greater than all. Is greater than faith. Now Jesus was praying when he was in the desert of Gethsemane. When he was in the Gethsemane, Jesus made a prayer. He saw what he's going to go through, and he prayed unto Father. What did he pray that night throughout? Lord, take this cup away from me. But in all the prayers of Jesus, there was no answer. With the Jesus, the one that said to the dead man that had been in grave for 4 days, come out, Lazarus. Speak and say, let this cup be taken away. Heaven do not respond to him. Do you know why? Because he's praying against the will of God. So when Jesus prayed and there was no answer, he said, Father, thou shalt not be my will, but your will shall be done. Are you hearing me? I can tell you, there was a time I discovered the will of God over me to go into true ministry. But me particularly, that is not what I designed for my life. How can I stand throughout from my little life? I didn't enjoy life to the age life. That is how my life will be to the end. I said no. I no go to enter ministry just like that throughout the rest of my life. And I know if I enter, there is no going back. I said no. I know that is the will of God. So my plan, my will is that I want to live in abroad. That is my will. If the will of God, if God could have allowed my faith to supersede his will, you will not see me here today. So when I have already known the will of God, I stand against it. I start praying, Lord, what I want to do, I want to conquer nation. I want to go there to make wealth. All my intention is to live in abroad, live a good life, enjoy life. That is my intention. Why God was even speaking to me, I was even praying. It doesn't stop me from praying. I will close my eyes and say, God, this is what when I went to embassy, when I got to this, may this be successful. I keep praying over it. I went and get a passport, went and get a visa. I got a visa, got everything in required, traveled. When God was speaking to me, do you know what I used to deceive God? I said to God, don't worry, if I reach there, if I reach abroad, I go begin the work for you there. God knows I want to escape. God knows what? And he knows the heart of man. Morning and night, where you'll be making sure that you turn up. An African man in Nigeria is a jacket. In abroad, they work from 7 to 12. That is the end. They went to Biafra and enjoy life. So when a man landed in Europe and see the way they are working, they say, these people don't know what you are going to. They don't know we leave by 4:30 to Shagamu and come back by 12. Stay prepared to 4:30 again. So when they get abroad, they see that 6 hours or 5 hours as a make. So many work 3 times in a day. So that they can meet up with the bills. Because every month they pay bills. They pay for their water, the house rent. So they need to meet up. So that when they will send them money in Nigeria, they will be using it for something. So many went there and be working and sickness afflicted them. Because no time to take care of. Because so anything you are working, they are paying for you. They must make sure they collected it in your body. So any day, any hour you do not work will be minus. In all 2 days, a man be all. Even abroad, that call hours that 2 days minus. The time they minus you discover the whole month was a waste. Is it that time you will remember ministry? It's a long story, I don't know. But next time we'll get there. Praise the living God. So I was praying against the will. If God could have allowed it, so in that prayer become a struggle. Because what? A struggle and prayer that do not answer.